Look up, Hadrian. Let them see the face of a traitor.
Conspiracy with rebels. Disinheritment.
Not a hearing, a public execution.
I would never marry a man beneath a royal dog.
So she did this in public.
His Highness is merciful. He leaves you alive, minus the last royal mark in your blood.
From today on, you're not even a useless prince. You're a mind slave.
You'll regret this.
Move! The prince is done!
Office, lights, then this.
Damn it.
If you want to live, I'll lend you my power. But half your life is mine.
Who said that?
Stop the wagon! Riders ahead!
Choose.
By order of the Regent, kill the prisoner!
So Exile was a lie.
End of the line, Prince.
Your life, your memories, your choice.
Do it. Take it.
What is that? Monster!
You came to kill me. What did I just do?
You survived.
Please! I saw nothing!
If he runs, more will come.
Help! The fallen prince uses dark magic!
Choose.
Run.
He's a monster.
You let trouble live.
I'm not him.
Someone has been stripping things from you for years.
What things?
Blood, name, future.
Perfect.
That face, that's the prince. He goes with me.
Any of you want to test frontier law tonight?
You're not arresting me.
If I were, you'd be on the ground already.
Not a rescuer. A judge.
Read.
That's impossible.
That file was written before you came of age.
Commander, royal agents outside town. They're asking for the prince.
Are you still that useless prince?
You brought me here.
I brought you to the truth.
Well, look at that. A prince for the mines.
On your knees and beg!
He used to be royal!
There. What is it?
That shaft's about to collapse. Perfect place for a dead prince.
You want me dead?
Go deeper.
Why is there a royal crest down here?
Because this was never just a mine. Find it.
I'm dead.
Read the rock.
This isn't a dead shaft. It's a vault.
Write it down. Mine accident.
He lived.
High purity military crystal. At least 3 major veins. You've been calling that shaft dead for years.
Drop the ore!
You skimmed the side veins. 10 years, maybe more. I don't want a finder's fee. I want a share of every future military contract from this mine. You found all this? Bring me the ledgers. I'm not just alive. Losses counted twice, dead shaft maintenance still billed.
He's a slave. He gets no say. It was the overseer and buyers from the capital.
You pushed too hard. Not hard enough. He'll move tonight. Greedy men only know one answer. Kill the witness.
Oil first, then fire.
That your mine accident?
You wanted an accident.
He planned it.
Looks like I picked the right prince.
Who are you?
The woman holding the numbers your brother hoped would burn. Real books, fake books, missing money. I have all three.
Price?
Future access, future profit. Maybe a future king who remembers favors.
Snake. I noticed.
Your army's been starved on paper first.
Simão?
He didn't take double, he took triple.
They're going for the records.
Not burn. Erase. Looking for a cleaner ending?
Take them.
From now on, every shipment is recorded again.
By whose order?
By the only man here who can make this mine rich. And the only one you failed to kill.
And your regent's been bleeding the frontier dry.
We're taking supply advice from him? He can barely stand.
Then listen close. He talks, you decide if he's worth your grain.
This is what your wars should run on.
You weren't underfunded by bad luck. The capital sold you trash and called it loyalty. I give you stable Orn, clear books, first claim on supply.
And what do you want?
Control. No more freight leaves this mine without crossing my hand first. Royal Exile! By order of Prince Regent Victor Everveld, the new mine is seized under Crown control.
Don't touch it.
A trap.
Don't.
Standard security ward. Forgery wards don't taste blood. This wasn't for me alone.
I didn't come here to beg. I came because you're dying under their math. Your second road starts here. Ore here, books here, supply here. No more kneeling to the capital for scraps. He gets a trial run. Partial control over supply. Don't waste it. I won't.
No. I can't remember my mother's face.
The capital sent you a gift.
Your ex is coming. You're still alive.
Disappointed?
I knew you'd end in dirt. Looks like the mud fits you.
If you're here to tax me, do it inside.
Special legs. New frontier veins.
That's not tax. That's a seizure. I'm not the slave you came to squeeze. I'm the man this frontier can't afford to lose. You know it.
Where did you get that?
That depends.
If the records stand, the procedure must be completed.
Sign. Royal law applies here too, Lady Ward. At least on paper, this is mine now.
Things were not that simple back then. You had no power, no protection. Staying beside you meant dying with you.
So you chose the stronger side.
I chose survival.
No. You chose the winner.
No one forced you to humiliate me. No one forced you to throw the ring in the fire.
Adrian.
You didn't lose a crown. You threw it away.
The tax team isn't the only one here. Mage unit. Quiet, armed, searching underground.
This wasn't a relic.
Then what is it?
A key.
Go now.
We move tonight.
3 years sealed. Nobody sane comes back from below.
Left. Third shaft.
You trust that voice?
Tonight, I do.
You didn't learn that.
His blood did.
That's not a ruin fragment.
It was buried on purpose.
I know this.
It was yours.
No one touches the sealed core.
No.
At last. You've grown.
Pity you're still alive.
You were never weak. You were emptied, piece by piece.
Who did the late king see last?
Not Victor. You. Don't let him lead.
Touch it. Kneel.
No. I had a job. What was it?
Every fragment you reclaim costs you yourself.
That only opens for you.
He knew. Knew what? That they would purge the court, that Adrian would be stripped and exiled.
Mage Tower. Border Rebellion. Old Queen's houses.
A chain. Elarion is not a parasite. He is the living vessel of the inheritance contract. At last.
We publish it now.
And hand Victor time to kill every witness?
Cassian's right about one thing. We use it. Mira's right about the rest. Not yet.
Who's there?
If you keep arguing, the cave-in will decide for you. How much did you hear? Enough. I know how Victor came out of the king's chamber that night.
I wasn't supposed to be in that corridor. I saw Morgoth first. His sleeve had blood on it. Then Victor came out. His hand was bloody too.
And you said nothing.
If I had spoken, House Ward would have died first.
I believe you saw it. I don't believe that excuse is what you became after.
You don't believe me at all.
I believe you love winning, not truth. Not me.
There's an old apothecary in the capital black market. He moved palace drugs no one wanted on record.
We go to the capital now? If he's alive, he fills the gap.
Then we move fast.
Commander! Grain line cut. 3 depots gone. Road sealed.
He started hunting all of you.
By order of the Regent, anyone tied to Adrian Everhurst is to be seized. No. He finally stopped pretending.
From here on, names get you killed. You're not Adrian, not Ryan. You're cargo with coin.
And if this goes bad, I bury the tunnel.
Dear God, don't stare. Prey stares.
This is the capital.
No. This is what the capital hides under perfume.
There he will remain a pawn. Natural fire facility.
They sell mages.
3 rounds conditioned.
They sell anyone no one protects.
Keep your head. I'm not angry.
Ancient origin. Noble blood.
No.
That belongs to Evermount.
Which means they sold more than 1 crown.
And now, our final highlights.
Recovered from Royal and Tower archives.
They did this for years. Not one night.
My whole life.
Do I hear double?
Too many interested. Tower included. What are you doing?
Winning. Buyout. They kept me alive to keep taking.
Tower clerk. And this one.
Temple.
You're looking for ghosts.
Harnan.
I can give you names.
Price.
1 memory.
No.
Gold buys silence. Memory buys truth.
Then we buy somewhere else.
Not this truth.
You're already losing pieces, and if I wait, they erase the rest first.
We can find another route.
Not worth it. Do it.
What did he take?
Why I worked so hard.
The living ones.
Who's first?
Not the tower. Temple.
Then we stop hiding and use their own walls against them.
Clean stone. Rotten underneath.
Anonymous first. Public later. If they follow procedure.
Then we make them.
This implicates the royal house.
Then receive it correctly.
The Silver Chamber will review this now. Anonymous claims, unverified scraps, dangerous slander. Do you know the penalty for forging holy evidence?
Do you know the penalty for hiding it?
Then use the instrument.
It resonated on its own.
It knows what you carry.
Did you take part in the raid that cut Adrian Evermont's core?
No.
Say it.
Victor and Morgoth. They called it purification. Too fast.
By order of the Regent, Adrian Everville is to be executed on sight.
We cut out now.
No. I am Adrian Evermount. The records are here. The oath break is here. If you kill me now, you prove every word.
Seize him!
One more step.
From the palace. He wants your death as a ceremony.
Then we stop thinking like fugitives.
People are angry. Not brave. Yet.
We go back with 3 things. Proof, forces, and the symbol that makes the city itself choose.
I can get you into the noble enclosure.
And the price.
If I choose wrong this time, there's no way back.
This time no one will carry that choice for you. Mira, move the copies. Casland, assemble quietly. Temple leaks before dawn. Merchant pressure by noon.
You still lack one thing.
I know.
Whatever's in there, don't let it eat you.
Say it clean. What happens if I do this?
You stop being so separate. I won't be inside you, and you won't remain only Ryan Cross.
How much of me is already gone? If this is Adrian's life, then I'll win it back for him.
Capital bells.
The scaffold's up.
Then we go home. Three gates tightened. We use the glass alley exit. He dragged Adrian out of this city like a dog. I'm walking back in standing.
I hit the archive route. Cassian gets the old Algers. Selena goes noble side.
Snap it if they move on you.
You can still walk away.
I spent years building exits. Turns out there are none left.
The city feels you.
Mira!
Who did this?
Victor. He took her. They wanted me to see it.
He's baiting you.
I'm not going to save her. I'm going to see where he hid the knife.
He made your death part of the decor. She's alive. For now.
Barrier. No. It's a sacrificial ring for my blood.
You feel something?
To purge ill omen, execution begins tonight.
He moved it up. Say the word.
Not yet. Cut the outer pillars first. If we rush the stage, we die on his terms.
Flood the outer wards first. Temple scandal, tower records, all of it.
They're cutting the ring!
Good.
You really thought you were a partner? You were bait with a posture. Tomorrow. Come for me.
Today we crown a king, and we cleanse the realm of treason.
That's Adrian! You hurried the execution because you knew if I reached this square, your coronation gets thin. Your lies are written.
He serves a dark thing!
You starved the border. You cut the air. And you called that order.
Then show them what you are.
It answered.
Trickery. Perfect. Control it.
The true heir finally arrives, so let's use him properly.
Move!
It's binding his blood!
Give it back.
You stole it so long you think it's yours.
Enough hiding. I was never a parasite. I am the living contract your father left for the true heir.
So I never stole power.
You are reclaiming what was carved out of you.
If this is Adrian's life, then I'm done borrowing.
come back.
No!
Take me with you. I can still help. I can testify. I can...
Are you kneeling to me? Or to the crown?
You wanted the perfect result. There it is.
You would hand the kingdom to miners and smugglers?
Regicide conspiracy, illicit extraction of royal seal, border falsification, ritual murder attempt.
You may render judgment.
No execution. Strip his regency, his crest, his title, his dignity. Send him to the mine.
No!
You know the way.
The throne is open, and I'm not the same man who wanted it.
The room changed. I won. But the man who started this... You are still here.
Not alone.
I got the kingdom back. Now I have to become the man who can keep it.